morning, happy Friday, happy day 4 of Vlogmas. Emma just left for work, Bill's at work, and I'm going to be getting to work probably within the hour. But I thought I would start out today by opening my Advent with you. It was funny, I realized after I was done recording yesterday that I never shared what I had opened from my tea Advent, and it ended up that it wasn't tea, it was herbs. I can't remember which ones now. I don't know. It's a tea and herb swap, so you can swap either tea or herbs. It doesn't have to be tea every day. And so this is actually the second one that I got herbs, although the other one was the oregano that one day that came with some tea. So there was 2 things in that package. But yesterday was just, I think maybe it was rosemary. Anyway, so that was fine because I also, as I showed you yesterday, we got a big package from Plum Deluxe Tea. So I just had one of those. Maybe I'll show you all our teas later, I don't know. But anyway, that was yesterday. So let me show you day 4. I will open the fiber first. This is my fiber that I dyed. So here it is. It's got some deeper blues in it, blue and teal. So I will spin that up shortly. And let's see what yarn I get today. This one is from Cozy Colorworks in New Jersey. And this is from the Indie Dyer swap that I was part of. Ooh, oh, this is going to go really well with what I've done so far. Check the pink out. Oh my gosh. It's not even showing up as vibrantly as it is in real life. There, no, that's still not even as bright. This is a really, really bright fuchsia. So this will be a lot of fun. So let me show you my socks. I did put a picture of what I have so far in yesterday's, but so this is what I've got so far. Sorry, the lighting in here at this time of day isn't great. But anyway, so that'll be fun because there was some bright pink in this first one too. That'll be fun. And I think I've decided what I'm going to do with my leftovers from this, because these are 20-gram skeins. I'm going to have a lot left over because I'm only doing 5 rounds on each sock. So to keep them, they will be the same, each sock. I just don't know how long I'm gonna make them. Actually, okay, here's my plan for the socks. I know, all over the place this morning. Not enough coffee yet. I'm going to do 5 rounds of each day's colors for the duration of the sock. And it's just gonna be, I'm gonna come closer. I feel like I'm far away. So, oh, and that actually helps the light too. Yeah, I'll do 5 rounds, so I'll have 24 stripes at the end, and then I'm going to I'll pick one that I want to use for the toes, and then I'll pick another one that I want to do for afterthought heels, and then in that way they're just going to end up being as long as they're going to be, and I think that should be okay. I could calculate it out actually now that I have 3 days, but I'm not going to try to do the math mentally while you watch me struggle. So and I am actually knitting the ends in as I go, so I won't have to weave in all these ends. I just haven't trimmed them yet. So anyway, that is my plan. But the project I think I'm going to do with the leftovers is actually a crochet wrap project. I want to say it's the James Street wrap. I'll have to double check that, and maybe I'll put it in here. Kelsey from on the Fiber Nymph Dye Works board on Ravelry was talking about possibly doing that one with some of her minis. So that was how I came upon that. And I thought it would be really nice to do something crochet also, as opposed to just knitting everything, because I enjoy crochet and it goes fast. So I have not started that yet, but if I do, I will show it to you. So anyway, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to knit on my socks, and I'm going to spin my fiber and then have my coffee, and then it will be time for me to get to work. So I'll check in with you a little bit later. Okay, so I have done some sock math. So with 4 stripes, this measures 1 7/8 inches long, which is 1.875 inches. If I multiply that times 6, because that would be 4 times 6 is 24, so I have 24 days worth of minis. So that comes to 11.25. So 11 1/4 inches is what I will have, which is what, right here on my tape measure. So I will have from the cuff to the end of the tube will be 11 1/4 inches. That won't count the toe. So the toe will take up 2 more inches. Okay, see, I'm trying to do this backwards. Using 5 inches of the tube for the foot. And then I'll be adding on 2 more inches for the toe, and then I'll be adding on 2 more inches for the heel. So that will leave 5 to 11 1/4, which is how many inches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1/4. So my cuff will end up being like 6 1/4 inches tall, which is an average size sock cuff for me. So these will not be shorty socks. Hopefully I condensed that while I was doing all that math, so that you did not have to listen to me be absolutely ridiculous with trying to figure these numbers out. The snow is melting. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer today, and I think it's actually supposed to rain. It's cloudy, although it's blue over there. Who knows? But I think we're supposed to get some rain today, which means even more of the snow will melt. And then it's supposed to snow again tomorrow, so who knows? I just brought Muffin outside so she could potty. And I thought I would come outside for a few minutes and talk to you and just breathe some nice fresh air, because it is breezy and you can hear our wind chimes. Bill's sister bought those for us for our wedding 4 years ago. I guess 4 is several, I don't know. Anyway, my plan for today has changed. I told you yesterday that today was going to be another big dying day, which was my plan, but then Bill and I were talking at breakfast this morning, and our one cat, Winnie, is on thyroid medication, and she needs to go in for blood work this morning, so that's at 11:30, and it's easier for me to take my part of my work day off and go do that kind of thing than it is for him, so I told him I would do that. Sorry, I need to lean against my car here because it's hurting my arm. So anyway, I will be doing that later this morning. And the other thing is I needed to run out into town this morning anyhow. Okay, that's a weird angle too. I needed to run to town this morning because I need to pick up some groceries. So since I'm going to be at the vet, I'm going to do a little bit of grocery shopping real quick. I don't want to leave Winnie in the car all that long. Not that she's going to freeze, the car will be warm. But anyway, so I have the vet and Walmart a little bit later this morning. So my new plan is I'm going to go in and I'm going to do some computer work between now and when I need to leave. And then when I get home, I don't know, we'll see how much I get done this morning and where that leaves me for this afternoon. Bill and I have a date night tonight, a socially distanced stay-at-home date night. There's a concert tonight. I don't remember the name of the artist. He was the one who chose this, but she's doing an online concert. It's a folk artist. This was through the folk music series that we usually go to the concerts in person every year. Obviously we have not been doing that since March, but they've sponsored a bunch of virtual, concerts online, and we've done some of those. So tonight's one of those. So that'll be fun. I think that starts at 7:30. So I think I'm going to make pizza for dinner. I was watching Tommy's Vlogmas video from Squirrel Pie Productions the other day, and she had homemade pizza, and that sounded really good. So since I'm going out, I'm going to get stuff to be able to make pizza. I will probably not make my own pizza dough because I'm not good with yeast. But we'll see. Can always give it a try. But I think that's going to be dinner tonight because that'll be quick and easy and yummy. So that's my plan for the day. Such as it is, subject to change without notice, because that's how many of my days go. I've got to say, that is one of the perks of my version of being self-employed anyway. I know it's not the same for everybody. Some people have to stick to a plan, but I have a lot of flexibility, and I really, really appreciate that about what I do. As long as the big picture is being taken care of and I'm meeting deadlines, how I get about it doesn't really matter as long as I get things done. So right here, this was all really huge. I can't remember if I put it in any of the video the other day, but these were like huge snow drifts on the front of our roof. And I was really hoping that they would just go and I could see them do that. But they're not. They're just sort of melting off. They're not falling. So, oh well. Maybe the next time. Where are you going, Muffles? Muffin? Where are you going? Muffin! Muffin! Muffin, no! She's going downstairs to go in the cat door to eat cat food. Gotta go get her now. We're going to the vet, Winnie. You ready? Are you happy about it? We're here, Winnie. You ready to go in? Okay. Let's go. Still not happy. And letting everybody know it. Hey, I know what's wrong. It won't be long. She's not a happy girl. Hey, I'm taking a moment. I just needed a little bit of quiet time. It was a busier day than I was expecting it to be. My running ended up taking way longer than I thought it would, but I did get the vet stuff taken care of, got the groceries. I got home and then ended up having to do an unexpected trip up to the post office because our mail person this week keeps coming really early, and I had packages in the mailbox, but apparently they had already come and we just didn't get mail today. So I had to run those packages up to the mailbox, or up to the post office, so I did that. And then I came home and I finally got to eat because I hadn't had lunch before I left, and I was hungry. So now I have some tea and my candle, and I just may have eaten a few pieces of chocolate because, you know, it's chocolate. Like, do you need a reason? Yeah. Anyway, I'm just taking a couple moments to regroup because sometimes you have to do that in your day. And then I'm going to go back out and finish doing the computer work I started doing this morning. I need to take a couple of pictures for a couple of the shop listings for tomorrow that I didn't get to do this morning, so I'm going to do that. And then I have some rescanning that I want to get done before dinner. We are going to have pizza. I got pizza stuff. I got like a lot of pizza stuff. We're probably not going to use it all in one meal, but that's okay because we can have pizza multiple times. And then I think I already told you Bill and I are watching a concert tonight, a virtual concert, so I'm looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it. I don't feel like it's turning out to be a super productive day, but I've gotten things done, so I feel okay about it. I've had a headache a lot today. It's finally gone away. I took some migraine meds this morning before I went out, and so that helped. I think the weather is just messing with me, honestly. And I didn't sleep well. I slept well. I didn't sleep long enough last night. So that's the other part of it. So hopefully I will get a good night's sleep tonight. But yeah, it was not the day I planned, but it was fine. And I'm trying to look for the positives in it. And it'll be good. Tomorrow will be another day, and have the shop update tomorrow. I have a lot of work lined up to do tomorrow, and I guess that's it. I don't know. We'll think about tomorrow. I will say I'm really missing this week the one thing I have not done that I was doing for the past couple of weeks, actually the couple of weeks before Thanksgiving, is planning, like sitting with my calendar, my planner. I bought this year. I have not used a paper planner in several years. I used to buy them all the time and then never use them. This year I got this one and I really liked it. It's the Commit 30 planner. And I started using it, and I was using it really, really, like every day and every week I was planning until the pandemic hit, and then it just sort of fell by the wayside because what is time anyway, right? But I got back to it a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. I finally started using it again, and it felt really good to do that. But then last week was sort of crazy with Thanksgiving, and I wasn't really a scheduled kind of week. And then I didn't end up planning for this week either. And so I feel like I'm missing that, and I would like to get back to that. So I think I'm going to spend a little time this weekend working on that, just trying to make sure that I have my December mapped out, and I'll have the ability to like not work weirdly, like if that makes sense. I want to schedule things so that I have planned time off is my goal for December. So I need to do that this weekend. I find myself thinking about next year already, which is something I tend to do in December, and I would like some time to think about that as well. So maybe I'll work on that. I know I mentioned in the regular podcast that I'm doing this year-long seasonal study. It's a course for creative small business owners, learning to work your business in sync with the seasons, the energies of nature, and things like that. It's been really cool. I've enjoyed it a lot, but I haven't worked on that coursework in the last week or so either. So I feel like I'm off kilter without having that. I just need to get back in the groove. I'm out of the groove at the moment. So anyway, I guess that's it for my quiet moment. I don't think I'm going to record much else today. I might take a few pictures here and there, but I'd like to get this podcast uploaded before we do our concert thing tonight because I'm certainly not going to do it afterwards. So I may just stop now and work on that a little bit later, and then if I have anything else to add from later today, I'll just put it in at the beginning of tomorrow's Vlogmas. So I will say goodbye now. I feel like I rambled a lot today. I'm sorry. Some days are going to be more exciting, and other days are going to just be me chatting a lot, I guess. But you'll have that. So I hope you've had a good Friday. I hope you have something fun to look forward to this weekend, or at least maybe some knitting time. I don't know, maybe you're watching an online concert too. But I will talk to you again tomorrow, so have a good evening. Bye.